Good evening. New Mexico voters made history today.
No matter who wins in November, it is now virtually certain this state will have its first female governor. And here's why. Susana Martinez tonight won the Republican nomination for governor. The Democratic nominee, of course, is Lieutenant Governor Diane Dennish, who is unopposed. Susana Martinez, Diane Dennish will face each other for governor in November. We have live team coverage of the governor's race.
Michael Herzenberg is with the Alan Way campaign, but we're going to start with Kim Vias. She has been down in Las Cruces, where Susana Martinez had headquarters for her campaign tonight. They're waiting for the candidate to come out.
Obviously a lot of excitement. You can hear how loud it is. Susana Martinez is expected to take the podium any moment now to give her speech. She is, of course, well known in this area. Many people here expected her to win, but not by the margin that she did. As you can hear, the crowd has been very anxious to hear her. She is now standing up at the podium, and as soon as she starts speaking, I'll go ahead and move out of the way.
Thank you so much for coming tonight. My friends, we are one step closer to taking New Mexico back. With the outcome tonight, we have said no to the status quo in Santa Fe. We have said no to the corruption that has cheated New Mexico of the integrity it deserves. I have dedicated the last 13 years of my life to getting results, to taking on the machine, to prosecuting corruption, and serving as the voice for the most defenseless amongst us. I have delivered results in Doña Ana County. You're my girl! And I will do the same for New Mexico. It is time for results, not excuses. New Mexico, bold change is on its way. I want to thank all of those who worked so hard to make this day happen. Knocked on doors, made phone calls. I am humbled by your support. But I would not be standing here tonight if it wasn't for the love and support of my family, my husband Chuck, and my stepson. My stepson Carlo. And I don't see but my sister and my friend Letty. And of course, my brother Jake. I want to thank all of those who competed for the Republican nomination. In particular, I would like to acknowledge Colonel Alan Way. Colonel Way has served our nation with distinction, and his dedication and commitment.
All right, there you have it. Susana Martinez, the Republican nominee for governor, accepting her victory tonight, and in particular now thanking her toughest opponent in this race, former Marine Reserve Colonel Alan Way, retired Marine Reserve Colonel Alan Way. The race with him was very intense toward the end, and a lot of negativity, and it appears like she is reaching out now to try to heal some of that as quickly as she can.
Sounds like they're going to try to bring some unity to the party and make a big push in November against the Democrats. Let's go now to Michael Herzenberg. He is live at Alan Way's headquarters. Alan Way did his concession speech about half an hour ago. Michael, what's the mood like there?
Well, things have cleared out, but the mood was obviously depressed at the end of the evening. Alan Way called Susana Martinez at about 9 this evening to concede the race. He gave his supporters the bad news a few minutes later, but that choked up the retired Marine colonel.
I am absolutely privileged to be here after the journey we've taken.
The campaign strategy targeted groups over geographic locations. They included veterans, churches, and seniors. The campaign manager said they had about 1,000 volunteers, and in the last 2 weeks, the race against Susana Martinez turned negative, both sides accusing the other of taking cheap shots.
We took some hits, particularly in the last month, some of which were not ethical. But we hung in there. And we ran a great race.
Way told me earlier in the evening that he would reevaluate certain decisions and strategies made during the campaign after tonight. But he says he didn't violate his promise not to go negative because he maintains that Susana Martinez fired the first shot. Back to you.
All right, Michael, thank you. And an obvious emotional Alan Way tonight in his concession speech.
All right, all the focus tonight has been on that Republican race because that was the contested race. But there is a Democrat waiting and, as she made clear a little while ago, ready to go in this governor's race. Lieutenant Governor Dianne Dennis was unopposed for her party's nomination for governor. News 13's Caitlin McCarthy is live at her headquarters tonight, the Doubletree Hotel in downtown Albuquerque. Caitlin?
And Dianne Dennis just finished up her acceptance speech about 20 minutes ago. She said she's looking forward to a very spirited campaign with Susana Martinez. Even though the general election is still months away, Dennis is trying to bring people to the polls on November 2nd, telling everyone here in this room tonight to bring 20, 30 people with them. Dennis said Martinez talks a big game, but asked the crowd, who is she? Dennis said she's the only candidate who's proven she can get the job done, and said she's proven she's here to work for New Mexico families and has shown that she can bring about change. At the end of her speech, Dennis ended saying, let's get to work tomorrow.
I'll look you in the eye and I'll talk straight to you. I'll tell you what I know and I'll tell you what I don't know. I'll tell you where I think we are and where I think we need to go. I refuse to sell the people of New Mexico a line of bull.
And Dennis left tonight without answering questions from the press. Tomorrow she will be with the winner of the lieutenant governor race at the Route 66 Cleaners downtown, and then she will take questions from the press. Back to you.
All right, Caitlin, we are covering all of the big races tonight. You can check the ticker at the bottom of your screen for up-to-the-minute results in those other races.